into your seat. Bring the heels of your feet right below your knees, creating that 90-degree angle. Allow yourself to relax back in your chair. Let your shoulders roll back and down. Allow your hands to come somewhere comfortable on your lap, be it on your thighs or maybe at your low belly. Whatever feels right this morning. Take that subtle tucking of your chin so the crown of your head softly pulls up. And begin to settle into your body here. Noticing how you feel right now. Noticing any parts of your body that feel achy or maybe tense and active. Sending those places a breath, a little bit of release, maybe a subtle movement wherever that may be. Just recognizing what is there, what your physical body is holding. Release your jaw. Allow your eyes to softly close. Letting your brow bones soften here. Noticing what you've mentally carried to your practice today. What thoughts you've brought along with you. Which of those you need to let go, or maybe just set aside for a moment. Allowing your focus to come to the present moment. Mindful in your body. Mindful in your breath. Beginning to focus on your inhale and your exhale. Noticing how your breath feels today. If there's any resistance in your breathing. If the inhale or your exhale is shorter than the other. Bringing your breath into alignment. Focus in on that rhythm. And as you begin to deepen your breath, becoming mindful of the movement created in your body with your breathing. On your next exhale, let your chin drop to your chest. Allowing for that subtle opening, the back of the shoulders and your neck. On your next exhale, take your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Take an inhale. On your exhale, let your chin roll down through center. Taking that left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhaling here. And on your next exhale, you're going to bring your head just up through center. So the crown of the head comes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, dropping that right ear towards your right shoulder. Exhale, roll the chin through the center of the chest, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, head comes up through center, long neck. Exhale, right ear drops to the right shoulder. Taking this movement with your breath. We're essentially taking head rolls here, but we're being mindful as we come through center, bringing the crown to the ceiling instead of craning our head back. So if it helps, just open your eyes and keep your gaze as you come through center on the wall in front of you. Being mindful not to take the gaze up to the ceiling. What we're accomplishing here is that we're allowing the neck to stay long. When we take our gaze up to the ceiling, we create a pinching in the cervical vertebra. So right now, we just want to roll the head out and allow for that length. Your next inhale that brings your head to center, pause for a moment, breathing here. On your next exhale, we're going to change direction. So exhale, left ear falls to the left shoulder, coming through the center of the chest, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, the head comes up through center. Just taking this motion the opposite way. Nice and slow here. Following your breath. One more. Bringing the head up at center, crown of the head pulling up. Exhale, drop your hands heavy at your sides, arms nice and heavy here. On your next inhale, roll your shoulders up the front body. Exhale them down the back. You might want to come up nice and tall from your hips to the crown of your head here. Easing away from the back of your chair, long, stable spine. On your next inhale, reverse your direction. Bring your shoulders up the back and down the front body. One more. Your arms be heavy. Roll your wrist out. One way to begin. And then the opposite. Your arms come heavy here. You're gonna ball up your fist and squeeze your hands, nice and active here. Squeezing those fingertips into the palms of the hands as if you're white knuckling the steering wheel here. Nice, active squeeze of the hands. And on an exhale, release, let the hands be soft. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, take that fist, gripping in on your own hands here. Exhale, soften the hands, let the fingers hang heavy. Shake the arms out. Let the arms go heavy. Next, inhale, arms reach high, extended seated chair. Exhale, take a swan dive over your lap, drop into a nice heavy fold here. Let your head be heavy, your arms heavy towards the floor. Breathe nice and deep here. Allowing the spine to unwind a bit. Allowing for some space in the vertebra. We're going to take our left hand here, and you can place your fingertips between your feet. So you can either be on your fingertips here, or if that's not easy for your body, if that's not an accessible thing for you, go ahead and take that left hand and just take a hold of your right ankle or right calf muscle. Finding a placement, just a place to anchor that left hand. On your next inhale, your right arm's going to start to sweep up towards the ceiling, bringing you into a twist. Breathing here in this twist. Those of you that take the all levels class might recognize this as a pose we generally do at standing and forward fold. Taking this variation and seated today. Next, exhale, let that right hand float back down to the floor. Switching sides, taking those right fingertips between the feet, or the right hand to the left ankle or calf. Next, inhale, left arm makes its way up. Pausing where you feel that point of resistance in your body. You may have more of a twist on one side than the other. Next, exhale, let that left hand float back down to the floor. Hang nice and heavy in your fold once again. Let your head be heavy. Give your head a soft shake of yes. And a soft shake of no. Bringing the head back to center. We're going to bring our hands to our ankles here. So you may have your fingertips extended onto the top of your foot or just grip onto your ankles, whichever feels right. And from here, we're going to bring our head up a bit, come up nice and straight. Now this may bring your hands to your shins, and that's fine. We're taking an active forward fold here. So often we have our arms extended behind us when we're here, but today we're going to take it with the hands at the calves, or sorry, the shins or either your ankles. So just coming up just enough so you're actively folded here over your lap. Crown of the head is still pulling towards that wall in front of you here. Tailbone's pressing back a bit. And from here, you can just bring yourself up to seated. Let the hands slide up the legs to the knees. Slide yourself out a bit to the edge of your chair. And when you get there, go ahead and take some cat-cow, exhaling to roll back. Inhale to come forward. Coming back to a tall neutral spine. Right hand reaches back, left hand to the right knee. Inhale nice and tall here. Let your shoulders drop back and down a bit. Exhale, take your twist. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring yourself back through center. Right hand to your left knee this time. Left hand back behind. Inhale, tall, shoulders dropping. Exhale, find your twist. On your next inhale, bringing yourself back to center, taking some cat-cow when you get there. Back to that tall neutral spine again. Right hand to the edge of your chair. Inhale the left arm up. Finding that length in your left side as if you're pulling those fingertips towards the ceiling here. Exhale and drop towards your right. Take your gaze up to the ceiling. Keeping those feet planted to the floor here. Nice deep side stretch. On your next exhale, you're going to drop over your right knee. Take your gaze down towards the floor. Reaching that arm straight out from the shoulder here. Taking that stretch down towards the left hip. Next, inhale brings you back up through center. Exhale the left hand down, gripping the left side of your chair. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Finding that length in the right side, that stretch from the hip to the fingertips. Exhale over to your left. Let your gaze go up. Next, exhale, take that fold over your left knee, gaze to the floor, arm reaching straight out from the shoulder. Next, inhale brings you up through center. Exhale that arm down. Let the arms go heavy. Take those shoulder rolls once more. This time deciding if you want to keep them nice and tight, small circles, or if you want to bring the whole arm in here. Take your wings out, if you will. Making these as big or as small, as dramatic or as simple and quiet as you'd like. One way to start, and then the other. Maybe a combination of both, depending on how you're feeling today. One more. Shake the arms out. And let them go still. Up nice and tall through your spine, belly button pulling towards your spine here. Shoulders are back and down. Turn the palms of your hands to the front of the room. Coming into seated mountain here, nice and strong. Find that point where your belly button pulls in and you notice a little tug across the front of your low belly where everything is pulling up. Find that active stance here, nice and tall in your seat. Inhale, arms reach high to extended seated mountain. Exhale, take a swan dive, drop into your fold. Hang heavy for a moment. Take that soft shake of your head, yes. And that soft shake of your head, no. Let your head be still. And on an inhale, we're going to reverse that swan dive, and you're going to actively pull yourself up to that extended mountain. Exhale, arms come down to seated mountain. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, swan dive down. Exhale, heavy fold. Inhale, rising up. Using that point of the core here. So as we roll through this, as you inhale, the arms reach to extended. Exhale, you drop actively into your fold. Taking a pause when you get there. Inhale, rising actively to extended seated. Exhale, arms come down to the sides. Seated mountain. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, active fold. Hang heavy for a breath. Give yourself an inhale and an exhale here. Inhale, nice and strong as you rise up. Taking this 2 more times all the way through, follow your breath. Remember to pause when you get towards the floor. Take a full breath. Using that core, that center of the body to guide the movement. And you come back to that seated mountain this time. Pause and breathe, nice and strong, tall through your spine. Chin slightly tucked, crown of the head tall. From here, take that right foot, lay it on the side of the foot next to your left foot. Now, if you would like, you can always place something below the foot here, a pillow, a book, a block if you have one. If you need that, go ahead and grab it. Your other option here is to bring that foot to the left knee. So finding what is accessible for your body this morning. Check in that that left ankle is below that left knee. You want that nice 90-degree angle here. Bring yourself nice and tall through your spine. And on your exhale, start to take a subtle fold forward, opening up the back of that hip here. Taking seated pigeon pose. Seeing if your exhales allow you to release into the fold a bit more. Next, inhale, coming from that point of the belly button, pulling to the spine, lift yourself up tall. Release the right foot to the mat. You can rock your knees side to side here for a moment, releasing the hips just a bit. Bring yourself back to center. Set up that left foot, taking it either to the side of the right, letting the knee fall open, onto a prop or onto your knee. Check in that that right heel is below that right knee. Nice and tall through the spine. Belly button pulling towards the spine. Exhale, take your fold. Opening up the back of that left hip. Inhale, lift yourself up nice and tall. Bring that left foot to the floor. Rock the hips and knees side to side for a moment. We're going to take this one more time, but we're going to take it in a more active way this time. So before we were, generally in this posture, you cradle your knee and ankle if it's up on the knee, or just, kind of take that subtle bending with the hands at the knees. So we're going to come in. You're going to take that right foot to wherever it feels comfortable on that left side. Come up tall. Drop your arms to the side. Turn the palms open towards the wall in front of you, as if you were in seated mountain here. Now on your next inhale, you're going to raise up a little taller through your spine. Find that length. And on your exhale, you're going to hinge yourself forward. Let your arms reach back. Thumbs can drop towards the mat. So those thumbs are pointing down. Find space between your shoulders and your neck. Using our core strength here to create the fold. Breathe deep. Don't forget to breathe. Next, inhale, use that core, bring yourself up tall. Drop that right foot to the floor. Rock those hips side to side. Taking this more active version of this seated pigeon pose on the opposite side. So bringing your left foot where it feels comfortable. Arms are down, palms of the hands turn towards the wall in front of you. Inhale yourself up just a little taller. Exhale, take that dive. Next inhale lifts you back up. Dropping that left foot again, rocking those hips and knees out. Bring yourself back to neutral. Hold on to either side of your chair and extend your legs so that you're resting on the heels of the feet here. So your sits bones, I'm actually going to turn my chair to the side so you can see this. My sits bones are on the edge of my chair here. They're just barely on there. Hands on the sides. Legs lying. Nice and tall through the spine again. So finding that lift, that strength through your spine. That belly button pulls in, creating that activity in the core. You can tuck those shoulders down, roll your elbows back a bit here if that's comfortable. If you need to have the elbows out for accessibility reasons, take that. But finding that strong posture here. Taking this posture, breathing deep, flexing the feet. Crown of the head is pulling up. You can kind of take your gaze down to your big toes here. On your next inhale, start to pull that right heel up off the floor. Lifting the foot. Exhale, let that heel drop to the mat. Even if it's minuscule. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, drop. Side to side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more on each side. Let the feet pause. Go ahead and step the feet back underneath the knees. Take that rocking side to side here. Turn myself back around. From here, set yourself back in your chair. Soles of your feet meeting one another. Now again, if you need to take a pillow or something below your feet here, create that little bit of a rise. Situate yourself in. Give your body what it needs here. Set up nice and tall through your spine. So even though we're relaxed back in the chair, allowing for more support, we're still finding that engagement, that height and strength through our core. Breathing nice and deep here. Taking this version of seated bound angle. Allow your arms to hang heavy at your sides. On an inhale, reach the hands up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking this with your breath. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to heart. Finding that activity in the body as we take this. Allowing our breath and our core to do the work here. One more. Allow your hands to come back to your knees. Now allow yourself to relax that spine, relaxing back a bit. Taking this pose in a restorative seated manner. Allowing some of that activity to melt away. Breathing deeply here. From here on your next inhale, bring the knees up. If you've got a prop under them, go ahead and slide it away. Reposition those ankles right below your knees, finding that nice 90-degree angle in the legs again. Flip the palms of your hands to the ceiling here. On your exhale, drop your chin to your chest. On your next exhale, roll that right ear towards your right shoulder. Taking that stretch down the left side of your neck. Next, exhale, take your chin back down to the center of your chest. Pause for a moment. Next, exhale, left ear towards your left shoulder. Next, exhale, chin back down to the center of your chest. Next, inhale, slowly roll your head back up to center, bringing that crown of the head towards the ceiling, chin slightly tucked. Flip the hands back over to your knees. Breathing here for a moment. Interlace your fingers and place the hands around your right knee. Now, this may mean taking a subtle bend in your body to get there. Just be mindful that we're still moving from the hips and our bends, keeping that belly button to the spine and active as we fold for that versus rounding forward. We don't want to just dump ourselves forward towards the leg. So finding that activity again in the spine and core for this. On your next inhale, you're going to start to lift that right foot up, pulling that knee up, almost as if you're pulling it towards your right armpit here. Holding it there. Try to soften your shoulders if you can. Keep that left foot pressed to the floor. Exhale, go ahead and release that right foot to the floor. Take those interlaced fingers over to your left knee this time. And on an inhale, go ahead and lift that left knee up towards that left armpit. Allowing those shoulders to drop a bit. Taking seated wind relieving pose. One of the more slightly graphic names. Exhale and drop that left foot back to the floor. Bring those interlaced hands to center between your knees. On an inhale, let the arms sweep up. Turn the palms of the hands to the ceiling. Find that long neck, long active spine here. Exhale, dip yourself over towards your right, let your gaze go up. Breathing here, supported by that strong core. Next, inhale, bring yourself through center, and on the exhale, let yourself drop slightly to the left. Gaze up. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Let those hands drift down, still interlaced. Bring the arms straight out from your shoulders here. And on your next exhale, start to push your hands forward, staying long in that spine as you move forward, finding that stretch. You may feel this in your forearms, up to your shoulders. Feel it a little bit in your back here. Gaze is at those interlaced fingertips. Next inhale, move yourself back up to a nice tall spine. Inhale, let those hands reach up over top again. Exhale, release the hands, let the arms come heavy at the sides of your body. Shake the arms out. Find yourself nice and heavy in your seat. Bring the hands either to your thighs or your low belly. Allow the shoulders to go back and down. Settling in for seated Shavasana, resting pose. Check in with your breath once more. Take 3 deep, heavy sighing breaths here. Allowing that breath to release whatever you wish to not carry into the rest of your day. Leaving behind what you wish to leave behind. Allowing your body to be heavy, your mind to be at peace, your breath to be soft. Taking this time to simply be as you are in the moment. On your next exhale, allow your arms to come heavy at your side. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Pausing here. 3 deep breaths together across the miles.